Tonight, we'll learn who Nashville residents have elected to be their next mayor. Alice Rowley and Freddie O'Connell are going head-to-head in a runoff today. Peyton Kennedy caught up with both candidates during their final push at the polls. He is live now at a polling location at the Belmont Sports Science Center with more. Peyton.
And Nikela can tell you both candidates are optimistic and in good spirits. They've been divvying up their time across the county this morning, connecting with voters. And Alice Rowley started her morning in Goodlettsville with supporters and members of her campaign before heading to polling locations. She comes from a background in teaching and leading entrepreneurial companies. Rowley received 20% of votes in the general election. Freddie O'Connell is also visiting several polling locations throughout the metro area with his team. His background is in software and technology, and he has served on Metro Council since 2015. He says that experience will work to his advantage as mayor. Alice Rowley says she will bring a fresh perspective.
8 years ago, we followed this idea of electing folks from the city council straight to the mayor's office. I'd say it's a really different role, and we need an executive who's ready to run the city and not ready to sort of kowtow to these national political forces. So if you're ready for a sort of a fresh start, I'm your girl.
Getting to council was a journey of starting first as a neighborhood leader, always being invited into these opportunities to be in conversations that gave me more knowledge about Metro. Learning, partnering, collaborating, and serving. All of these things are a big advantage and help me be ready on day one.
And Freddie O'Connell received 27% of the votes in the general election. Historically, the person that has led in the general election has gone on to win in the runoff. But of course, we will see how that plays out today. The polling locations are open until 7 p.m. Live in Nashville, Peyton Kennedy, News 2.
Today, voters will also choose the next representative for District 51 following the death of Bill Beck. Voters will decide between Republican David Hooven, Democrat Afton Bain, and Independent Annabelle Lee. Hooven is a retired veteran whose priorities include creating safer communities with better educational opportunities. Afton Bain is a licensed social worker who says she's fighting against state overreach, far-right extremism, and corporate control.
I've walked the streets, I've asked people what they want, and I've seen, and they want safe streets, better schools, so better teaching, so that we are not 47th in the nation.
I promise that I will be accessible and transparent and go up to the legislature and represent the interests of House District 51. I know that the Democrats are in the super minority, but there's a time and a place, and I feel like my time is now.
Remember, polls are open until 7 p.m. Make sure to bring your photo ID to the polling station you're assigned to. You can find your voting location online at govotetn.com.